it's not. So
okay, so we'll go ahead and get that
top of the hill
going then.
it's under contract. And they had that one listed at 3.
Okay.
Sounds like the kids upstairs.
Well, it's the guy trying to figure out how to do the cable, get the cable working.
Jogging while he's doing.
He's not much smaller than the other guy. He's not going to fit through the hole either.
There's
Gotta
got a
climb
piece
up
of
in
land
the
right
end.
here in Spindale. Look at this one. Does she want to stop in Spindale? Joe, what's wrong?
All right.
Spindale's nice to get
All right, guys, we're getting ready to start.
Thanks for joining us today. So today our goal is to learn how to do templates. So the first thing that we're going to learn how to do is we're going to go back to our demo that we were doing. We're just going to use that same folder. So if everybody can sign into their DotLoop.
DotLoop or our email? DotLoop.
DotLoop.
Okay.
You'll have to flip over to your email in a moment.
DotLoop.
Yeah, we're going to go into DotLoop because the first thing I'm going to teach you what Christy emailed out is a legit form that I used as a volunteer for something else that I created and used for something else. But it gives us a great place to learn how to do templates because sometimes you may have a template that is maybe it's with a closing attorney that you have, and you know how you get those buyer information sheets or seller info sheets. You can create a template, and I'm going to teach you how to do something like that. And that's why we're using that particular form. You could do it with any sort of form. If you are watching this and you don't have that, just find a form and you can play with this. It's the same techniques that will be used that you can apply, whether it's this form, an attorney's form, whatever. So, but before we jump into that, let's talk about some of the templates that we use or the documents that we use over and over and over. So, for example, working with real estate agents. So that's what's called in North Carolina. I can't remember what it's called in South Carolina. I don't know if Tennessee has that or not, but that's one that you're going to use over and over and over. And there's a place for your name, your firm, and also for your real estate license number on the bottom of that form. Well, instead of having to do it over and over and over, because sometimes you talk to people over the phone and you need to review it with them either on the phone or through Zoom or some other video chat that you're doing. And it's a way that you don't have to just go in every time. But many times we do that face to face and you can just write it in and all that, but it could also already be printed for you. So let's figure out how to do that. We're going to go actually back into our loops and we're going to go to our templates. So just go up to templates. So, and you've got a personal, everybody has a personal box in there. Okay. Should be right up at the top. First folder. Personal. And we're going to just, you know what? I need to share my screen. Give me just one moment, everybody. Oops. I gotta figure out where to do that. Where do I share my screen?
Go to these dots.
I did. And it's not showing there.
Your screen right there.
Oh, duh. Sorry, everybody.
Look at it all.
That's that one. Yeah.
Actually, it was my desktop.
Oh, it was your desktop.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. Sorry about Me being a bit of a ding dong this morning. Okay, so in my personal documents, as you can see, so this is let's actually look down here. Let's look at this document 161, working with real estate agents disclosure. So there are, as we scroll down, you can see mine's already pre-filled in with my name, my license number, and my firm name. Okay, so you want to learn how to get that all in there for you?
Hang on.
Add a doc.
Okay, so we're going to go back. We're going to back in your personal. We're going to add a document. Okay, and we're going to go look for templates. Okay,
Where are
you need to be right up here. Okay,
you? No, I don't have nothing in there. Look.
yeah, that's okay.
Oh.
That's okay. We're going to add something in
we're
there.
Importing. Okay.
We're going to import. So you're going to hit add a document. So you want to add a document.
Oh, okay. So then you hit one of these. Is
Nope.
Your
Nope.
add a document should have been right there, but I don't see it. Copy. Oh, well, he's that choose a document to add. Is that
Yeah.
what it says?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I'm
okay.
on the same thing.
Okay.
He's got the copy.
You're going to go to templates.
Yeah.
And we're going to scroll on down, way down here at the bottom. Since we're in North Carolina, we're going to be doing a North Carolina document.
The second one from the bottom.
Second one from the bottom.
Second one from the bottom.
And then just make sure that's in black.
no,
Okay, nope.
Where?
You need to scroll way down.
All the way down at the bottom. You gotta grab that.
Oh,
little
this
thing.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue one, second one from the bottom.
Right there.
Oh, the interactive. Okay.
Yes. 2023, 2024 NCR interactive documents is
All
what we're
right,
looking
that
for.
Clears it up.
Okay, so you can use your search button up here. You see the little search button right under choose documents to add. It's got the little sleuth thing. And you can type in just working.
It says nerds ID report. Okay, continue.
And then what? Hit enter.
And so, no, just hit working and it's
Oh,
going to
there
pull
it
up
is.
everything with working with real estate agents. So if you hover over the title, because you can't see the whole shebang, working with real estate agents disclosure, that one's for sellers. And then the 261 down here is working with real estate disclosure, real estate
Buyers.
agents, buyers. Okay, let's just pick one. Let's do the buyer one.
That's
Okay.
261.
261.
Okay.
Click on, give it a check, and then we're going to hit copy. Okay, and it's going to import it over into our personal. Now you can set up folders. So if you notice, in my particular, I've got Brigid, South Carolina residential documents. So you can create folders for yourself so you know exactly where those things are for all of your buyer documents for North Carolina, all of your seller documents for North Carolina. You can actually, the ones that you use all the time, I wouldn't do it for every document, but the ones that you know you use all the time, you can do this. Now, anytime there is an update to a form and you have to put it in, you have to go through these steps again. Okay, but you can replace things. So once we're in here, we're going to click on just our personal. Oops, not my inbox, personal. And here's what we just updated. And if you notice, it put in a date, today's date, November 9th. So we know that this is the most recent one.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to open that, click on it.
Oh, you gotta check it.
You know what would be a good one to fill out is that, the MOG, because the MOG, we always usually have, the check boxes.
Those
basically
should
the
already
same.
be there. Okay. And I'll
Yeah.
show you that in a moment.
Yeah, that's
So if you notice up here, it has a placeholder for a logo. When you print that out, the Remax logo is already there. When you share it, it is already there. Okay,
even
so
though it just says blank
it just
logo.
says logo. Okay, and here's the other thing. When we use the templates that have already been set up for us via DotLoop, so those NCR interactive documents, they already have the check boxes and stuff. But what we want to do is not have to put our stuff in over and over and
Right.
over. So we're going to go up here and we're going to say to file, and we're going to click that has a drop down, and we're going to say save as template. Okay, just save as template.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it right back in our personal. Then go back in personal and just hit copy. Okay. Now there's I'm probably doing an extra step in there, to be honest. So we don't have to do that. If we go back in here into our personal, you'll see that you've got it twice. The most recent is going to be here. Also, do you see that it says PDF? Okay. And then we can just overwrite the one that we just put in there and hit click like that. Did y'all see what I did?
No.
Okay, I pulled it down and put it right on top of the other one that says optional.
So pull PDF down to optional.
Well, yeah. Oh, you know what? It's not doing that. So you can take this, just delete this out. Take the second one, the one that says optional, and hit delete. Okay. Just pull down the 3 little dots. So now we've got one that's a PDF.
Yeah.
If we click on that, let's go back into it. Now, the check boxes are still here. But what we're going to do is come down here. The signatures are still here. We're going to come over, going to add. Oops, is this what I wanted? Yes, we want to.
We want to run.
Yes, we want to just click on it.
All right.
We're going to type our name. So type your name, however you usually type your name in various real estate documents. You're going to come over, once you have that done, then type in your real estate number.
You say NC and then the number, or just the number?
I just put the number because this is a North Carolina form.
Okay.
If you're not a North Carolina, if you're not licensed in North Carolina agent, you shouldn't be using this form. And then firm name, Max results.
Okay. Give that all.
I did. That's how I was taught to, that's how we do our name here.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering, sometimes it pops up and sometimes it won't.
Right.
So you do it. Catalog. E.
And then we're going to hit save.
And hit save.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So after you hit save, you can come back out here. Let's go back in and take another look at it.
So you just did that bottom line. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yep.
And then you hit the.
And then hit save. Okay.
And then hit save. And then we just went back to
And then just
our,
go back. Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, it took me a while to look
And let's click on it again.
See if it's
at it being there.
that
And if we go scroll down, look, there it is.
nice.
Now let's add this to our loop that we have that we did with all of our other demo stuff in our previous classes.
I know what was that at? Yeah, I gotta figure out that address again. I think it's. the
Sure, I'll
first
give
one
it
up.
to you in just a moment. It was 706
Yeah. that's what I
Browning
thought.
Avenue
'Cause I looked at
was
it,
our demo.
that was in my.
Now I
face,
called
and I
mine
couldn't get it.
demo,
Yeah.
okay?
I need to
And
say
now
that
we've
because I
got
didn't
some-
know, but,
This would be a pre-offer document, okay? So we're gonna just click on pre-offer if you have folders already set up. In which we did, we created folders. Now this is kind of going after the fact. This is not the normal order of things, everyone, but this is just to teach you. And this is just this template that or this DotLoop folder that we're using to do all this training is not a true folder unless you have a client who's actually offering on 706 Browning Avenue.
yeah, I've got
Okay.
one signed from before.
Yeah.
So do we
So-
put it into pre-document?
Go ahead and put it in the pre-documents. And I know that it's there, but that's how you create one that you're going to use over and over and over. Okay, we go back out and we go into our loop. We go up to our loop. So
Going to loops.
go into loops,
All right.
go down to wherever your folder is.
Put this one in mind. If put that in there.
That's okay. That's okay.
I
We're
don't know how it did that, but it put the wrong one in the thing. I
Oh, you
guess.
got all that stuff. I don't have.
And this is the most, see the one that says not submitted, and then there's the one that says PDF. The one that says PDF is the one that we just imported in, okay?
Wait a minute. I hit loops. I don't have nothing. What's going on here?
Yeah. Oh, it just went under new folder.
Look under Jeff Burns.
It went under new folder and I was trying to get it under pre-document.
Oh, okay. I see it.
So, okay,
Mine went the wrong-
let me go back out. Let's do this again because something just popped up because we already have so much set up in this loop template and this loop. Sorry, I've been working on loop templates for the firm. So we're going to click on the one that's the PDF.
Yeah, click it there.
And there's an option for autofill. Now, if you don't have that, if this is a brand new client, you don't have a whole loop set up, you can just go in down here and you can add people in. Remember how we've kind of added people in
Mhm.
a previous class?
So you just leave this one in there as this and then
You
do it as you need it, either autofill or you
correct,
fill.
or you fill, but that you
fill.
can keep it in your documents in the folders, but that's how you create a template. I know it sounds a lot, it's kind of strange, but what questions do you have about that? Is anybody having questions about how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait, so where do I go to find that one I just did? Is it in the folder?
did you already copy it to a folder? You did not, did you?
Did I?
Go back to your templates over here. Okay,
There it is.
there it is. Click on it.
Just click on it.
No,
You gotta check the box.
check the box.
That's what's getting me. All right.
Go to your little hamburger thing or hit copy to,
Oh, okay.
copy to, and you want to go to loop. Now you just named yours Jeff Burns. So
I'll do.
click on Jeff Burns. Nope, just click on it. and you have one folder and you're just gonna hit copy.
Can I rename it?
Not yet,
Okay.
but you can get in there and rename that folder.
I
Okay,
wanna- Yeah,
and hit okay.
okay. I thought I did that.
Okay, now go up to loops. Click on your loop called Jeff Burns. And
PDF.
that should be
Is
it.
that it?
I think so. No, you don't have to just open it.
Just open?
Just open it. Let's see.
You only check the box when you have to share or add to or.
Yeah. So it's asking you if you want to autofill. At this point, you can hit yes, you can hit no. Just X out of that for real quick.
Okay.
Now scroll down. And look, there it is.
Okay.
It's there.
Yay.
Okay.
Mine's there.
So, okay. I truly am not crazy in sending in the document that we sent out. This is just a simple,
Did it?
yeah.
Yeah.
See, it added the
Mine, yeah, I
Remax.
like
There
that.
you
There
go.
you go.
All right.
We got it.
Okay. So now I've already uploaded mine. Y'all will find the document, the PDF document that Christy sent out to you that was for this class.
Mine's already in there. It's something else. Let's see if I change. Yeah, mine's in there. Browning
So I'm gonna,
Avenue PD owners.
Demo
Now you need-
document for creating a template. That's it right there.
that's right. So save it to, you need to have that saved to your desktop. And here. Okay, so we've got that. What we're gonna do over here is, in fact, I'm gonna get rid of mine. I'm just gonna archive it. Okay. And we're gonna add document. We're just gonna put this under offer documents. It doesn't make a difference because we're just actually, you know what? It doesn't need to go in there. It needs to be, we need to go to templates. My bad. I almost gave y'all wrong information.
Do we want it in the 706 Browning?
No, we're gonna go,
don't
we're
want it.
gonna create a template. We're going to create a template. So let me show you. Remember I told you I use Brigid Swing a lot for my North Carolina closings in Henderson County and even Transylvania County. And see how I've filled out some of their information. This is a form that I get from them every time we're under contract. I get it to them. They send out a form that says buyer information form. I like to send it to my clients via DotLoop because it's secure. And also, it's an easy way for them to fill it out electronically and get it back to me. I can also, it has timestamps on it. So I know that they've looked at it. If you ever have somebody who goes, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
Oh, well, you looked at it. It's the same thing with an agent. Well, I didn't get that.
So usually,
Well, you looked at it. I see the time and
usually
date
when I
stamp.
give them the information, they go and send it to the person directly.
Yeah.
But then I never know because I never see it. and
That's
stuff.
right. So
you
if-
send it, then you've got a copy of it. Okay.
That's correct. And it goes in the loop. They can go through, I've had buyers actually go in and change something there. Oh, no, we're not going to be there. Now we're going to be there, whatever the case is. But as you can see, I already pre-populated some of the information in here. So I don't have to,
most stuff you just put in.
I don't have to do it. But here, I created some boxes. Is it going to be a primary residence or is it an investment property? Now, sometimes I know the answer. Sometimes I don't know the answer. Most of the time I know the
You let
answer,
them do it.
but I let them do it. Also, remember how in North Carolina, on prior to our most recent update of the offer to purchase, there's a place in there for the buyers to what the buyer name, the legal names that should be on the deed. And we've been told now, don't fill that out unless there's something unusual. We're not supposed to fill that out. That is what in the webinars that said,
Really?
yes,
Oh, let's fill that one out.
offer
The
to
person-
purchase.
The person's legal name that you want the deed made out to, I thought.
Because there was too much wrong. And so then there were sellers are going, well, this doesn't match what's on the offer to purchase. And it was creating some stickiness. That's what
So you-
y'all didn't watch that webinar?
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're very, very strict about that. Everything has to be right, especially if it's like an estate or something.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, if you forget a word.
So
They lose it.
So you can have who the seller is in there, and the buyer, but maybe they want to have it as an LLC, or maybe they want to add someone who's not involved in the purchase, but they want them to be on the deed. So let's say I'm buying,
Should we just let the
property.
attorney do that? Since they're
well, that's
drawing
where
up
this
the deed?
comes in.
Okay.
See, on this form, this buyer legal name, I have my buyer actually fill this in. So I don't fill it in.
I know.
My buyer fills that in. That way they can have
A
the
lot of
legal
times they
name.
don't know what their legal name is on the deed, though. That's why I look up the deed to make sure.
But this is a
who's the-
Buyer. This is
Oh,
for a
not-
buyer.
okay,
Yeah, this is for a buyer. And then
buyer,
what their current address is. So let's say they live in Florida, but they're going to be moving to Hendersonville, North Carolina, and this is going to be their primary residence. This is for all those things that can get mailed to them afterwards, after closing. They need to know what that address is. If this is an investment property, so if we scroll down, we can see if it's an investment, please provide a mailing address. So let's say they're staying in Florida as their primary. But this is a way we can get all of this done. Now, I usually fill in this information. Now, this is just one type of thing. But if you notice, I created all these little boxes and stuff to be done. In fact, I should change this to what's called radio. These are check boxes right now. And maybe you've seen that as an option if you've ever had to add something in to a document. But I should change that to radio button, because a radio button, and we're going to learn how to do that, flips you between this. You can choose this or you can choose this, but you can't choose both. Isn't one of these. You've had those various, like select your age. You know, have you ever done a form where choose your age and you're like 18 to 30 or whatever 18 to 25, 26 to, 35, whatever their categories are. And you've accidentally slipped and you've clicked on a different age group, and then you can change it to your correct age group. You know how it changes it?
Mhm.
That's what a radio button is. Okay. So we're going to learn how to do that. So I just wanted to show you where we're going towards. So in this personal thing, we're going to add a document, and this is where you needed to save it to your desktop. We're going to hit browse.
Your template.
Yep. Under personal. Nope. Templates. We need to be in templates, everybody.
All right, there it is.
Under
Personal.
documents
Hit
and
add
personal.
document.
Yep. And then we're going to add our DotLoop template demo, which is a PDF. We're going to hit upload. And there it is. Right there. Okay, can open that. And now we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go save as template.
Oh, you gotta go to the file one?
Yeah, go to file and hit save as template. We're gonna put it right back in here. Copy. Okay,
And why do you have to do it
Oh,
twice
I
like
see
that?
now.
I think I might be,
Cause I mean, it was already there, but you
Yeah.
just do it again just to.
it
be
so
sure.
it that way it becomes a
Do you hit
template.
open?
What now?
Do you hit open and import that into your?
Should be, did you hit browse and it came to that?
Yeah.
Yep, hit open. There you go. Okay, so we're going to,
It's in there. You gotta find it.
so
How are you doing?
I know
Oh,
everybody's,
there it is. Okay.
y'all are
Click on
going,
it.
why this? Well, this is one that already had a template and I
She
thought,
said Go to file.
okay, we're gonna let everybody get,
It says,
save as
Save as
template.
Save as
template.
template. I'm almost there.
and then say copy. I think it was already there, but we just did it again.
Yeah.
Make
All
sure.
right, so basically it's just
So go back,
in here. Okay.
yeah. On that one, go to the 3 little dots.
Okay.
And hit delete. That way you only have one. Now go back into your DotLoop template demo. Okay, if you notice, this gives us lots of options, okay? So we can choose, let's put in the business name first, or a place to type in a business name, because right now we can't type anything in here. If you notice, I'm clicking on it, it's not allowing.
Okay.
So we have to go to add. We're going to add text. Okay.
Click right to-
So you may have had to do this in other documents, in other forms that we have. So I just moved it. Have you ever done that?
So you just move it down here.
It's right there. And then you can see how I grabbed it and I am scooting it over. So it comes all the way to there. Okay.
I didn't get that far.
It's a scooching.
I've got the.
So you
Oh,
can,
there it is.
you see,
gotta-
grab the corner.
Yeah, till it's like diagonal.
Yeah,
And then you
and
go
then
there.
you go there. If it's the cross,
There it
if
is.
it's,
And then what do you hit? Enter this.
no, you just drag it out. There you
No, I
go.
mean after that.
You don't have to, you just click on something else.
Oh, you just click on it.
Okay,
Dang it, you be
so if you see the cross thing, that will actually pick it up and move it. See how I'm moving it? So we're going to create that there. So you would put that in for all of these different little blanks here. Okay.
the line.
Where we're going to go then is over here. Let's say
So every time you gotta go up to add and then.
you
drag it
have to
down.
add. Now you can copy these. So let's say if you want to copy. So it tells you depending on your platform. So I've got a Mac. If you have a Windows, you're going to be different than what it's going to tell you over here on the side. But I can actually, as long as this is highlighted blue for a Mac, I can hit Shift, Command, and C. It copies it, and then I hit Shift, Command, and V. And you see, look at this. See this thing I'm moving right here? I just copied it, and I can plop it right back down in there. You can do that for initial and signature boxes and all of that. You can just copy them and paste them in
So
there.
For PC, you do Control Shift C.
Control Shift C for PC.
Okay, but I gotta go back to the blue box. The box ain't.
Oh, there it is. Is that it?
No.
No.
Oh, let's see.
Okay.
All right.
So you got to make sure you got that clicked on there.
All right, it's clicked.
Okay. Now hit Control Shift C.
Right.
Got to do it
You do it simultaneously?
simultaneously, I
Okay, here we
believe.
go. All right.
Okay. And hit, how do you
Control Shift V.
Control Shift V? Is that, did that
Paste.
pull that?
Yeah, it says Control Shift V paste field. Control Shift.
See if move your little cursor. This is where I find having
That
a
was it,
mouse
Yeah.
actually works really
I
well
hate
versus
this. I
your,
need to get this to be nuts.
so. But that kind of gives
But
you
my box,
an
my blue
idea.
box was too big, so now it went outside my.
Okay, so you can resize that. Just grab the
grab
corner
the corner and get it.
and then move it. See, like that? You can also shift, like, let's say I have it.
It's not the same. That's all right.
Yeah, there's
Close.
some nuances that we're just not gonna get into at this
Yeah,
point,
you'll be
okay?
here till 5 o'clock with me.
But I do want to show you, like on that buyer info sheet, primary residence, investment property. You can't click on both. You have to choose one. So let's do that. Let's do something that where we have to. Let's use these little bit bigger boxes over here. If we go under discount being offered,
Discount percentage.
under discount percentage,
Uh-huh.
so that's where we're going to. We're going to add, and if you see, remember I kept telling you about, well, there's a checkbox would let you enter multiple checks. So for example, I'm working on MLS input forms for Greater Greenville Real Estate Association. On a property, let's say on interior features, it has a fireplace, it has insulated windows, it has this. You don't want to use a radio button. You want to check everything that applies.
So that is.
So that would be a
add
checkbox. If you could, if it's how large of a home. So there they have ranges of how large the home is. Okay. Now you can't have a home. You don't want a checkbox on that because you could have a check if your house
So
is
radio
12,
only gives you one choice where checkbox gives
gives
you
you
many choices.
multiple
Okay,
choices.
that's worth learning
So
right there.
an
That was
add
good.
radio box. Now here, let's do checkboxes. So let's just do checkboxes.
No, I want your radio.
No, we're going to do check boxes. Then we're going to use radios. I'm going to
Alright.
show you the difference. Okay. So again, this is only for purposes. So I just hit checkbox. You see how I've got this thing that,
Yeah.
okay, now I'm going to put that right on top of that other
10%.
box where it says 10%. Okay. Since y'all are having some issues with copying, just go up here and hit another checkbox, add checkbox. And you're going to do it to 15%.
Oh, you do it to every single
To
one.
every single one of them.
Oh, I like the radio.
Okay.
Add
But there
checkbox.
might
Yeah.
be something
That
where you need
Need.
multiple check boxes. Okay. Multiple items will apply.
that checkbox.
Okay. So that just is a quick way to show you how to do that. Now, again, this is on a template. So this is something that we're going to use over and over and over again.
I got all
Okay.
10.
Now, if you notice over here on the side, there's different types of things that can happen. You've got a % off, amount off,
Dollar
buy one,
purchase.
get one, free item, other discount. Okay. We're going to I know we're going to use the radio boxes over here, the radio buttons, and we're going to learn how to do that. Okay. This is, I find this fascinating, but I'm a geek. So we're going to go back up here to add. We're going to add our first radio button. Oops, I missed it there. Go to add radio button. Again, do you see how it's a little different? It's a round. It's a round. It's a round inside of a square instead of a circle. A square instead of a square. And we're just going to put that right on top of our first little box there. % off. And we're going to go and do that for every one of these. That's what we're going to do. And then there's another step. So.
Oh, you're doing it down.
Doing it down. We're doing it down.
Now you got to go back up there.
Okay. I'm doing it
Yeah,
like,
keep going back.
yeah, you just keep going back and forth until they're all done.
Cool.
Okay. But we're not done yet.
Okay.
We are not done yet. So let me know when you have those all done. And there's ways you can move these things around so that they lined up.
Hold something and then.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
What do you do?
Okay. I got, so that is, okay, all 5 got.
okay. Jeff, let me know when you got them done.
There it is. What's he doing way over there?
Oh yeah. They will jump around on you.
I need to get a mouse. This is driving me nuts.
Again, I can't reiterate this unless you're really nimble with your fingers and really good with a trackpad. I do recommend a mouse for this kind of work.
I don't.
It's
Seems
driving me
easy.
crazy. I'm
I'm not that nimble with a trackpad. I'm old school.
Okay, I got
I
it.
like a mouse. Okay, you got them all done?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to just click off of it somewhere. What that last one you did.
Okay.
It doesn't make a difference where. So if you notice, you see where my little cursor is? I've got it right here.
Yeah.
I could put it up here. It doesn't make a difference. I'm going to do like this. I'm going to hold it and drag it up. Or you could hold it and drag it down. See how it, and then I'm going to click on that. And it popped up this little thing up here at the top. And it says group. And we're going to hit that group. And then that is grouped together. So when you click on % off, it's there. But then if I hit, no, I'm going to do a free item and click there. You see how it's now clicked under free item and the % off is gone. Do we need to do that again?
Yeah.
Hit the group.
Okay, not a
Trying to get the
problem.
group still.
Okay,
This is
I'm going to ungroup.
I need to left click and right click. What are you right clicking or left clicking when you're doing it?
I think, left clicking. And you see mine is just,
Dang mouse.
Covered all those.
it covered all those.
things.
In fact, you could just have a straight line right through them. You could even part of it, like
See if right
you
click
see if that's part on it. And look at that. It automatically selected them. See how they're all like together? And then I hit group and it changed the inside of that box from gray to white. It's hard to see. I understand that. Let me show you that again.
I'm just.
So how I ungrouped them is I just went back up here and ungroup.
And why do we want them grouped?
Because you want to be able to click on one choice. One choice. Okay. I know this is deep in the weeds and some of you are like, oh, this is just too much. But if sometimes it's really helpful so you don't have to overthink things. Yeah. So the reason how you check if you're grouped, go up here Does it say ungroup? Click on the 4 boxes. Is it grouped or ungrouped? What's it say, Brick?
Oh, it says ungrouped.
It says ungroup, then that means you're grouped. You click on that to ungroup it.
There it is.
There you go.
Stay. Dang it. You're right. You need nimble fingers. Just keep going.
Okay.
So you like ungrouped.
I get it.
No, you
Oh.
want to group, you've grouped them. If
Okay.
you ever want to ungroup them, let's say there's a
Okay,
change,
so
then you would
if
hit
I go-
ungroup.
So if I go there and it says ungroup, that means it's the opposite. It's grouped.
That is correct.
Okay, that's
This
what
would be
you're
the
doing
action.
now. One's an action and one's a
Yes. So
ungrouped.
yes, you are grouped. So if you go on here, you can go buy one. Nope, let's do amount off.
What
Do you
we
see?
doing now?
See how I'm able to click around here? So let's say it was % off. And again,
Oh, it moves the button.
moves the
Out of
button.
all those things, you can only pick one of the
that's
five.
correct.
Okay, now I understand it.
Okay. So that's like when I'm working on these GGRA forms, that's when it can be really helpful. Now, some
Okay.
people may just do it old school and do it by hand. That's
Mhm.
perfectly
Yeah.
fine. But
Might
for
have to
those
do
that
that.
might want a little more technology, this is a way that can be done.
Okay.
So any GGRA agents that are watching that are with Remax results, I am working on those. So just be patient with me. There's a lot of boxes to check and a lot of forethought that you have to get into it. And after a while, your eyes start to go a little buggy. So you have to take breaks. But if you notice over here where we added the check boxes, we can check on 10%, 15%, and 20%.
Oh, that's not good.
You don't want that. But so
You
you
want
have to
to-
have some forethought about what you want in your planning.
Okay.
Okay.
It didn't let me check other. I did 10, 15, 20, and 25, but it won't let me check other.
Because you didn't put a radio
Oh,
box
no,
there.
now I
Or I
got
mean,
it.
you
Now I
didn't put a
did.
check box.
Now-
And
now-
then,
Okay.
so just uncheck everything to save this as a template. The other thing, did you see when I clicked off this? Oh, maybe not. There we go.
You don't.
Never
want-
mind.
You don't want.
Never
any-
mind.
You don't want any of the discount percentages?
No, we're just
Okay.
playing
Okay.
right now. This is a junk thing.
But they could only pick one of those percentages, so that should have been a radio.
That
instead of
should have been a radio button
instead of a thing, 'cause
instead
you
of.
can't choose to.
That's correct.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, and then like on here, like on other, you would, if they could select other, but then you'd want a text box where
You'd
they
have to
could
do a
type
text box so
something
they
in.
could put something in other. because
That's
this way they wouldn't
correct.
be able to put it. But
Same
if I
here
click it
with
now, yeah,
like
nothing comes in.
$2 off purchase of $10 or higher.
Okay,
Okay, so you would want to put a text in there that could be filled out.
oh, that's line two. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever
Then
the,
without purchasing,
you know,
like-
like,
Yeah.
same here, please
You'd have to
describe
give
in
the-
detail, you know.
Yeah, so anything where you want them to fill in, you'd have to say add text and do the little doohickey.
That's
Yeah, it
correct.
strips
And
it
then,
out.
but then you're gonna want to save this. Now, if you have created,
How come
So-
yours only says save and mine says save and share. Is that different?
that's because you put yours in a loop. Just hit,
Okay,
mine's in mine's a document
okay.
in my personal
just trying to-
folder.
Yeah.
And then you hit save.
So we're gonna, I do have a save button over there, and so I hit save instead of save and share.
That's
Save would
correct,
be
just
better?
save.
Okay, just save.
And then now, do you see what it says up here? It told me because it's in my personal documents, I can add it to a loop now. So if I wanted to take this,
Saved.
I could add it back to my demo and put it under offer documents. And I just pick something. Okay.
Oh, it says share it, so I can share it. Okay.
but you don't want to share it because this is a template. So you need to save it as a template. So this is, okay. And Brick, after we're done with this, if you want me to go over something again, I can
Okay.
do that.
All right.
Okay. So, but that's how you would, for a document that is not already set up in DotLoop. So again, documents, the NCR documents for anybody in South Carolina. So you would need to have, so here under the South Carolina Association of Realtors interactive forms, those are the most recent forms that we have. I created a folder over here because of some work I'm doing. It's a copy of them. And so I'm actually working out of here. But that you need to copy it and you need to move it into a different folder in order to save it with all your doohickeys in it, because it's personal to you.
Right.
If I were to go in here, let's just pick one. I can save it as a template, but it would save it as a template for everybody in our company, and we don't want that. So you need to copy it for your own personal use.
How would you get it into everybody in the?
Because it's shared, it's a shared
Okay.
folder.
Okay.
That's getting a little deep.
That's
I
deep.
get that. But just take the ones that you use, go in here, the ones that you use, like a
And put 'em in your
2T.
personal, then you can always find them.
Yeah. Yeah, and those things now, like on a 2T, some of that information will already be populated in, but you could have it in there yourself.
It's good to have it because on page 15 or whatever, at the end, it never has our
Yeah.
Mex office and which office.
Yes,
stuff.
and
You could
that-
have all that in
so-
there with the C.
Correct.
267,
You could have that in there.
Forget that stuff.
The reason I figured out
Yeah.
why that's not in there,
In
that's
the
because
offices.
no, it's so DotLoop takes every time there's an update, whether it's South Carolina, North Carolina, they take those and the association will send them, this is what needs to be done. And so then it creates they create all of those things that we have in there. So, I've got to fill this out there, all those where you type in text or whatever is already there, or the autofill, it's already there. They've already done the work. DotLoop, that's what we pay them for. But sometimes you want, and so it's a generic fill in. You can customize it, but you have to customize it only for yourself. So all those little boxes are already there in our forms, but there is not a place for an office code because it's more generic.
Okay.
So, and for some reason they don't have that, and maybe not every state has that. I don't know why, but if I go in and try to look at that, I can't,
Is it there?
because I've
Grouped it.
just of some things that I'm working on at this time
All right, so I grouped it, and then what do you
for
do?
the company.
A nimblest of fingers.
Okay.
That thing or
Yeah.
which one?
So hang on for just one moment.
You can
Are
do
there
that.
any other things that y'all want to see how to do in DotLoop that I have not covered?
No, I'm sure that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But is there something that you're like, I would like to see this, or I'd like to do that? Okay, hearing none. Well, then what I'm going to do is sign off and say thank you. If you ever have questions about DotLoop, you can contact me at brich@remax.net. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. Leave me your number. I'll give you a call back and we can walk through it. Or maybe I can answer a very quick question, but a lot of times we can do a Zoom, we can do different things, but just let me know what you need. I hope all of these have been helpful to you. If there's something else that you'd like to see, let Christy know, and we can possibly schedule another class, or I can work with you individually. So you can always reach out to Christy as well. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. See that there.
Okay. So, okay.
You need
End
to highlight some
meeting.